Hey y'all, today we're going to take a look at Vicki Boutin's cut and paste event that's going to be held in August. Before we take a look at the kit, when I saw the video that it was available for purchase, I just went and looked at it and it was sold out. So I thought, well, wasn't meant to be. And then she had put a post on her Facebook group if there were more people who were wanting to sign up for it. And she had a lot of yeses, so she posted more kits. I saw it was available, so I probably waited about 30 minutes trying to think about it. I really wanted it, but I have so many classes that I hadn't finished. You know, did I need it? That whole back and forth, and sold out again. And then it came available for a third time. So once it posted for a third time, I'm like, okay, it was meant to be. I'm supposed to have this and do this class. So we're going to take a look at the class contents. And this is a layout and a tag book class. So one of the items we received was the project pad. Not a particular big fan of project pads. I used to get them when they went on clearance at Joann, but that's no longer an option. But the thing about it mostly was these stickers. They were so thin, which you could put them on a piece of white cardstock and back them up. But listen, these are good stickers, so I am happy about that. They're nice quality stickers and not the thin ones that we're used to getting in a project pad. And so here we have the alphabet and just some little sayings. Now, of course, in the project pad, there's no name. These are single-sided papers. So we have this little pink and orange circles with some gold foiling on them. That's really cute. And then we have these flowers, and it also has some gold foil. And here we have a sheet of teal with some gold foiled circles. Here is a pink grid where the grid is a foil design. Then we have this kind of like color wheel on ledger paper with some age tape on it here in the corners, and a little bit of text script writing. We have these opposing diagonals in 4 different colors. Here is another floral. In the center, it's got a little bit of shadowing underneath one of the circles, so it does give it some dimension. Then we have this green and teal polka dot. And then this striped with some graphics and print in the background. And we have the age tape. Here is another circle page on ledger, and inside the circles is some text. I don't know if you can tell that from the TV. Here is a 4x6 cut apart sheet. This cute little mason jar. Love things like this. These make great journaling spots or great bases for some clusters. Another polka dot. There seems to be a lot of polka dots in this collection. And then here is a ledger with kind of a grayish and pink tone. And we got some little polka dots here in these 2 corners. And then here we have it in a teal color. And then we have our colored cardstock, a purple, a blue. Now this has a faint background of some distressing and some words. This looks like it has a little bit of distressing, but you really can't tell. It reads as a solid, but since this is lighter, you can see it. Here is the pretty teal green and a light purple. This almost has like a linen texture to it. A pink, an orange, a yellow, and a green. That's one thing about the project pads, is you get a lot of the more of the plain cardstock type versus the patterned paper, which if I was buying a project pad, I really don't need all that pattern paper in the background. I mean the colored cardstock, because I have plenty of cardstock. That's another reason why, you know, I don't buy them unless they're like on clearance. So we got that. And then we got some of the open stock papers. So let's take a look at that. So these are not named. This is when whoever took over American Craft, see they all have numbers, and they quit putting names on them. And I don't know if they're even going to continue down the paper route or not, because these were released under We Are Makers. So I don't know if they're doing any patterned or any paper collection designs anymore, which is really a shame, because they bought out so many of the small companies back in the day, and now I don't know what happened, if somebody retired or if they just got too big buying so many different things and doing so many different things that it became a struggle for them. I don't know the behind the scenes story on it. If you do, let me know. So here we have some cut aparts. So we have two of these, and this pretty pink like vine, and the pink has the like the linen look on the paper. We have this floral, and this is like my favorite paper in the whole collection. Let's see, we got two of those. I just love the different like print here on the petals and within the petals, and that is actually something, you know, you can create on your own with some die cuts, is to get some either a collage paper or a book page, and you can do the same thing here. We got 2 sheets of that, and then this is on the back side, and these diamonds have print in them also. Here is like a wheel of different patterns at different lengths. That's pretty cool, and it's back on a ledger paper. We got one of those, and then the back side is just some large text with some splatters and some distressing in the background. This sheet is made up of squares, and we got 2 of those. And here's the back side. It's really pretty. And then the butterfly paper. These are such cute butterflies, and we have 2 of those also. And then we have kind of like this little wonky checkerboard on the B side. But favorite, these would be so easy to fussy cut, and she probably designed them purposefully to fussy cut, because she is very thoughtful when she creates designs. Here's some other collage strips on a grid paper, and this is something else that you could duplicate on your own. We have 2 of the 2. Wait a minute. We have 1, 2, 3 of these. And then this is the B side. So my guess would be is we're going to use both sides of these papers. And when she puts out a pattern like this, I look at it and I really struggle with something like this, but she's going to make it awesome. And it'll be absolutely adorable. And then I'll be going, why didn't I think of that? We have a scallop here with some text and prints inside, and we have 2 of these. And then on the B side we have the polka dot. Here is the tag sheet, and well, tags and different style of tags and some labels, and we have 2 of those, and this green and teal design on the B side. Here we just have like print, book print, newsprint. We have 1, 2, 3 of these, so maybe a double pager and maybe a B-side. Oh, we have a beautiful floral wreath here on the B-side. So here are some of those more circle polka dots in a different color. And we have 1, 2, 3 of these. And let's see what's on the B side. We have this green triangle pattern with graphics, ledger, and then the linen type look. And then we have print. Really cool. And all these branding strips. I'm sure we'll be making use of those too. Here is 1 sheet of ledger. And then here is that paper. It was in the project pad except for the little, I forget what they call them. It's a ST word. Were gold foiled in the project pad, and they're not in this one. And then we have 1, 2 of these stripes with a hello down the side, and then some washi tape strips on a distressed background. So there's 2 of those. And then we got a specialty paper, which is printed vellum with floral. And so you have some foiling here. This is also a grid background. See, a very faint grid. And then we have some prints and graphics. Adorable. So I think, oh no, that's not it for the paper. We also got, it looks like maybe half a pack of her foundations paper. Just the white. Let me see, let me count. 6 sheets or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of foundations paper. I don't know how many comes in a pad because I have never bought her. Well, I have bought her paper that's already been where she did mixed media on it, but never the plain. So there's 5 sheets of that. And I'm casting a shadow over here from my little pile of papers I'm stacking up. And we get the foam stickers. So these are on foam. There's 86 of them. And we see some of the icons that are in the pattern paper, some of the florals, some of the butterflies. We have some gold hearts and stars and just little dots. I love these little dots when we get collections from anybody that has these little dots. It's kind of like an enamel dot to just add little touches on your, let me move that, to add little touches on your finishing. Let me set it down here. And now we're getting into the other product we received. We got the 104 stickers. Those are cute, cute, cute. Love, there's that little cloud. And look, make collage paper or book print, whatever, and punch out some clouds. Really cute. And here's the rest of them, and we got little more word strips and a little, look, even the little bird has some text. Then we have a pack of the Vicki Boutin thickers, 142, and I believe these are meant that you can do some mixed media on them, and there is text in the background of them. We got 3 Vicki Boutin stencils, and here are the designs. Here's the first one, and then we got the hexagons, and then this one's almost like a floral design. We got some Vicki Boutin title packs. I'm not going to open them up. It's 65 pieces, but I'll hold them up and then I'll turn it over. So there's some gold in there. There's some black titles in regular script. Regular letters, and then we have some script in different colors, and then we have little titles on labels, and then some little banner strips, and then some little bitty circles, and I can't even read some of them from here, but here's one of the little circles, so you can kind of see the size compared to the labels. We also received these stamps, and it has some dies in it for the leaf pattern. There's a die. I don't see one for the star, but you have a die for the middle of the flower and a die for a petal. So you could stack a couple of papers and after you stamped it and cut the petal. And this is really cute because we have ledger design, we have words, we have script writing, really cute. We got this little bitty teeny tiny pack of puffy stickers. They are small, they're cute. So there's 62 of them, and it looks like 2 of the same sheet. But let me hold on up to so you can see. Okay, so here is a waterfall pack of ephemera. So that just gives you an idea on the size of these little baby stickers. So we did get some Bo Bunny Colorful Story ephemera pack, 63 pieces. Now I have ordered this just because I think it was on my last product share that I had bought. I had ordered this just because of the color, and it was so versatile because they could go on pretty much any layout. And so Vicki did the same to add some more different type of ephemera into the pack, because I believe when she designed this line, you know, that I think they either cut stuff out or they really limited her on her product. So she made up for it by adding this collection. And here is another set of stencils, and this is from Art for Everyone. Let me see what this one was from. This one also was Art for Everyone. So we have the floral hearts, and then these like wonky circle rings, almost like a coffee ring or a drink ring. And then we got the Vicki Boutin ephemera pack, 65 pieces. So let's take a look at those up close. We have florals and some little animals, the butterflies. There's some crafty items, tape and scissors. a drink, a mason jar. There's those cute little clouds. Oh, look at the little bottle of glue. And then we got a pack of her washi tape. There is 8 rolls. You can see like the amount of tape on a roll. They made the holes really, really large. So the roll probably, when you look at it in the store hanging there, it probably looks like more tape than what you actually get, because there is quite a large hole in the center, which doesn't bother me because I have so much washi tape and I use so little of it. But I know we'll be using this in Vicki's class. It's 6 yards of each design. And then the last item is a jump ring. Quite a large jump ring for the tag book that we're going to make in our class. So that is it. And I appreciate you watching. And I had just gotten back from my annual girls trip weekend, which I will be talking about. It was so much fun, and we shopped at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, so I'll be sharing with you what I purchased there. And we just had an amazing time, hanging out, chatting, laughing, tears. We did everything. It was so fun. So I'll be sharing more about that in later videos. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.